guys, welcome to my channel. Before I get started, I want to apologize for this get-up I've got going on here. I'm kind of a hot mess this morning. My husband and I have to wake up our 4-year-old, our 2-year-old, and our 9-month-old and get them ready real quick to get out the door by 7:45 and then drop him off at work at 8, and then I take them to this morning play date at our church at 8:30. And then this morning I woke up a little late, so that made it extra stressful, and I didn't have time to do much. I just did really simple makeup. I kept this sweater that I wore to bed on, as you can see here. That's Baby Jewel, I'm pretty sure, on my shoulder. Yep. My hair is like my mom hair, as I call it. It's what I do when I'm in a hurry, either this or a messy bun on top of my head when I don't have time to tame the beast. It's just where my life is at right now. Hashtag mom life. All that to say, I apologize that this is how I'm looking. Hopefully you guys can just focus on my brows here and look past it. I wanted to show you guys the products I use before I get started so that when I start doing the brows I can just get right to the point. So the first thing that I use is this eyebrow pencil by Almay, and I really like it because it's this taupe color that just goes really well with my skin tone and my hair, and then the tip of it is just really fine, so it makes it really easy to get those to fill in those eyebrow hairs, as well as like do a really nice fine line. And then it also is a mechanical one, so I don't have to sharpen it, which is great. The end of it, it's got this little spoolie so you can brush your brow hairs, which is really nice. And then the next thing I use is this Essence Make Me Brow eyebrow gel in Blondie brows. And I used to just use a clear brow gel before I discovered this little puppy when I was at the store the other day, and I was like, I want to try a tinted one. And it's that same taupe color that I use for my eyebrow pencil. It is a game changer. So the reason why I love doing this is when I was just using the clear brow gel and I would fill in my brows, my blonde eyebrows would peek through when you look closely and you could see them, and it just didn't look natural. They looked very, very drawn in. Using a tinted brow gel like this colors my blonde brows that same taupe color and just makes it all blend together a lot nicer, and it also holds them in place. And it's super, super inexpensive products. I don't love all of their products, but I do love some of them, and this is one of the things that I really do love. The last thing that I do is I use concealer, and this is my Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous concealer, and I use this as it's a concealer brush. It's small enough to work with for my eyebrows. It's flat, it's got a really nice sharp edge so that I can get really close to help define those brows and clean them up. And yeah, I love this thing for multiple things, but especially the brows. Now, I'm not a huge fan of doing my eyebrows. I feel like it's really monotonous, but I love this part for some reason. I just love the end when I get to cut my brows and clean them up and make them look sharp. I just get this like weird satisfaction from it. I don't know. I hope that all makes sense, and let's get started.
So as you can see here, I have one eyebrow done, and the other one I'm going to fill in for you guys. I'm coming in with this Almay Brow Wiz pencil, and I'm just going to outline the shape that I want my brow to be before I start filling them in. Ideally, I just want to follow the natural curve of my eyebrows and just give them a little more shape and fill them in a little thicker, because they are really sparse and really blonde, and so if I don't do this, they kind of just disappear on my face. I'm working on the arch of my brow and then bringing that tail out and down just a little bit, not too far, because I have downturned eyes. I feel like when I bring the tail down too far, it actually exaggerates the droopiness of my eyes and weighs them down even more. And now I'm just filling in the front of my brow. I'm kind of mimicking little hair strokes here, just really lightly, not too intense, because you want the front of your brows to be lighter than the rest, just so it has a more natural look to your real brows. Now I'm filling in the rest of my brows, just gradually adding more strokes as I go so that the front of my brows are the lightest part, and then as I work my way towards the tail, it just gradually gets darker. I like this to be really subtle. I don't like the front of my brows to be too crazy different from the back, just a really gradual, subtle increase in color. Using the spoolie at the end of my brow pencil, I'm just going to brush my eyebrows to make sure that they're still sitting in the direction that I want them to go. Now I'm gently using this eyebrow gel to color my eyebrow hairs and help keep them in the direction I want them to stay all day. Sometimes I get a little overzealous when I'm doing this and I'll get eyebrow gel on the skin around my eyebrows, but don't stress too much if you do this, because that's why we come in with the concealer and the concealer brush to cut them and clean them up a bit. Now I'm taking that concealer brush and just a little bit of concealer to cut the brows. Now you don't want to get too much concealer here because you'll end up having a big goopy mess around the brows, and that's just not fun to clean up. So a little bit of concealer goes a long way here. And I love doing this part because not only does it clean up any mess that you might have around your brow, but it also just highlights them and makes them look sharp and perfect. And there you have it.
Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye!